Active listings were up 48.5% year over year from December of 2023 to December of 2024. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. It's Alex Drobin with Remax. I help people just like you buy and sell real estate in Toronto. If you have any questions about this video whatsoever, please put it down in the comments. And if you've been thinking about buying or selling a property, I put a link at the bottom of this video where you can schedule a call with me today. Let's get into the numbers. Okay, let's do a year over year summary. Sales. Sales were down 1.8% from December of 2023 to December of 2024. Not that big of a deal. December sales are always slow in Toronto. Nobody's around. People are, in holiday mode. They're kind of hanging out. Nobody's really paying attention to real estate in December. Nevertheless, sales were down 1.8% year over year. 2023 saw 3,419 sales. 2024, 3,359 sales. Not a big deal. Not that big of a difference. New listings. New listings were actually up 20.2% year over year from December of 2023 to December of 2024. A lot of this did happen in the condo market, so tons of condo inventory is starting to come out. Like I was saying for the last 3-4 months, I think there will be plenty of inventory in January, February, and March. So if you're looking for a condo, I would say to just hold off a little bit just to see kind of what happens in the market. If the rates do start going down, though, I could see those condo prices coming up slightly. But yeah, 20.2% increase in listings and new listings year over year. Now, this is the wildest number because active listings came up 48.5% year over year from December of 2023 to December of 2024. So in December of 2023, there were 10,368 active listings in Toronto. In December of 2024, there were 15,393 active listings. Now, like I mentioned, a lot of those were in the condo market. So there was 1,000 unit increase in condo active listings from December of 2023 to December of 2024, and then 4,000 unit increase from every other class type. So it's one of those things where, a lot more people were trying out the market in December of 2024 because the rates were coming down. People were testing if they could get prices that they wanted. Again, a lot of those listings are sitting on the market to this day. A lot of people are taking them off the market as well and going to be relisting them within the next few months. Usually the springtime is significantly more busy in Toronto real estate. But that's an insane stat. 48.5% more active listings from year over year from December 2023 to December of 2024. Now, again, it's all very neighborhood dependent. So if you're in the west end of Toronto, so where we specialize, so Bloor West Village, High Park, Roncy, Swansea, The Junction, Babby Point, King West, places that are in higher demand, you won't see as many active listings because they tend to sell significantly faster than a lot of other places in the city. Now, the average price came down 1.6% year over year. So now the average sale price of a Toronto home is $1,067,000, where in December of 2023, it was $1,084,000. Not that huge of a difference. All of these numbers fluctuate pretty drastically month over month, but 1.6%, that's 16 grand on every million. Average days on market actually came up 12.5% year over year from December of 2023 to December of 2024. So right now, it takes on average 36 days to sell a property type in Toronto, the average property type in Toronto. Whereas in 2023 in December, it took 32 days. So 4 days extra, not that big of a difference, still 12.5%, but again, 4 more days to sell a property on average. Once again, that is very neighborhood dependent. If you're somewhere in a super desirable neighborhood and you have a property that you want to list, for the most part, you're still selling in offer date situations. And in a lot of cases, you'll be in a bidding war or you'll get a bidding war on your property if you're selling. Now, again, if you're thinking about selling your property, give me a shout. I can kind of go through our entire step-by-step process of how to sell your property for the most money possible. So it starts off with junk removal, then a deep cleaning, then a staging consultation, then a full stage, then photography, videography, drone videography, heavy promotion for a week beforehand. We do a pre-list open house, then an on-market open house. So usually 5 open houses total We list on a Monday. If it's a very nice property in a desirable neighborhood, we'll most likely do an offer date situation for it. And that property usually sells within that week. So from start to finish, if you need to sell right now, we can sell a property within a 2-week span. Next, I want to go through the sales and average price by major home types. And we're going to start off in the detached market. Okay. So the average price of a detached home in the 416 right now is 1,624,000, which is actually right around the same number that it was last year. So it's a minus 0.3% difference. So the price of a detached home in the 416 really hasn't changed year over year, which is fairly surprising because, usually over the last few months, we've seen those prices increase pretty drastically. But right now, the number in December stayed the same. There are significantly less transactions in December than you'll see, in the springtime and in the fall. I've mentioned in these videos plenty of times, but if you're looking to sell a property, the best time is usually either in the spring or the fall. So I'm talking mid-March to mid-March to June, say middle of June, and then again from September until, let's say, the middle of October or middle of November. But right now in December, we're seeing that price stay exactly the same. Now, quite a difference in the semi-detached sector because the average price of a semi-detached home in Toronto right now is $1,302,000, which is actually up 10.9% year over year. That's a big number, an 11% increase year over year in semi-detached sales. I was saying this in previous videos, but it seems like with the threshold of the amount of money people can borrow coming up to 1.5 million, it seems like a lot of people are choosing to borrow a little more money and kind of extend themselves a little bit more to go from that townhouse to that semi-detached property because the townhouse market has come down in price pretty drastically over the last couple of months. But the average price of a semi-detached home came up 10.9%, 1.3 million. That semi-detached price has fluctuated between like 1.2 and 1.5 million over the last, 4 or 5 years. And right now it's sitting pretty right at that $1.3 million mark. Like I said, a lot of people are choosing to opt into getting a bit more money from the bank, from the mortgage people, and coming up slightly in their purchase price. So $1.3 million for a semi. This is an incredible stat. Not in the best way if you own a townhouse because the average price of a townhome has gone down 18.2% year over year from December of 2023 to December of 2024. Right now, the average townhouse is $900,000. Okay, a few months ago, it hit $1 million again. If you've been watching my videos, the average townhouse was right around that $1 million mark, and right now it came down $100,000 over the last few months, and it's sitting at 900 grand. Again, it came down 18.2% year over year. Not as many sales in December, so it doesn't give you a very clear picture of what's happening. But like I said before, a lot of those townhouse people that were kind of looking at stuff between 800,000 and 1.1 million are now starting to look a little bit higher. So around that 1.1 to 1.4 million dollar mark. And that's why they're opting into looking for semis and, purchasing a semi-detached property. But yeah, the townhouse market has been taking a hit the last few months, down 18.2% year over year. December of 2023 to December of 2024. To add to these wild townhouse market stats, the number of sales has actually also gone up 21.4% year over year from December of 2023 to December of 2024. So the sales have gone up like a fifth and the prices have come down a fifth. So it just shows you that there's more volume of sales in the townhouse market and, prices are coming down. Again, people are opting in for either that semi-detached property or if they can't afford as much, they're going for a bigger condo. So I've seen quite a few people in the last few months, come down in price a little bit because the condo market has been getting hit pretty badly. And instead of going for that townhouse in and around that 800 to $1 million mark, now they're opting in for that bigger condo, the 2-bedroom, the 3-bedroom condo, 1,200 square feet to 1,400 square feet. You could find something really, really nice right now in around that $700,000 to $900,000 price range. I actually just sold a place at 88 Palace Pier, really big, beautiful place. Ended up going for just over 750, which is a wild number. Those units were going closer to $1 million a few years ago. So if you're looking for a condo, like I said, I think in the next few months, there will be significantly more opportunity to get a really good deal on a condo, which brings me into the condo market. The average price of a Toronto condo in December of 2024 was $719,000, which was actually up 1.7% year over year. but the volume of sales came down 4.7%. Again, I still think that these condo numbers don't fully reflect what's happening in the market because there are so many active condo listings just sitting on the market. Like last year in December of 2023, there were about 3,000 active condo listings in the city of Toronto. And in 2024 in December, there were about 4,000. So the 25% more active condo listings year over year. The prices came up 1.7%, but the sales volume has come down 4.7. And the reason I think that is because all of those condos are just sitting on the market. So there are no actual sales numbers to go off of, right? Hopefully I'm explaining that correctly, but there haven't been as many sales to just show that the prices have come down drastically because there are 25% more active condo listings in Toronto year over year. It's very neighborhood dependent. If you have a really nice property, in Trinity Bellwoods or somewhere in High Park, Bloor West Village, King West, like those properties tend to sell for, for a good number. But if you're looking at a cookie cutter condo somewhere, deep in Etobicoke or somewhere in an area that's not as desirable, I think those condo prices are still going to keep coming down, unfortunately, for condo owners. Thank you so much for watching. If you get any value from this video, please consider subscribing. I have a bunch of other content coming up. We're listing a bunch of really nice houses, and I'll be doing long form videos of all of those properties. So it would be awesome if you could subscribe to the channel. Yeah, if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. I hope you have an amazing day and enjoy our little polar vortex we have coming up over here. Yeah, thanks again for watching.